Can read the side out if you like, Kevy.
Go for it.
Fullback is Dylan Smith. The wingers are Jasmine Purcell and Jordan Burns. Centres are Max Lowe and Tom Vickery. Halfback 5/8 is Damien Quinn. Halfback is Aidan Karam. Front rowers are Joe Latimer and Luke Heron. Hooker and captain is Ashley Tickner. Second rowers Angus Brockbank, James O'Connor. Shane Knight is locking the scrum. The reserves Kyle Allsop, Dylan Brooks, Jamie Singh, Blake Skellington, Nick Walker, Zeppelin Rowe, Lincoln Glasby, and the coach is Scott Vickery.
And for the Marist Brothers team, we have at number 1, Aidan Hayward. 2, Trey Murray. Number 3 is Evan Hawkins. 4 is James Faulkner. 5, Harry Brown. 6 is Tiarte Jackson. 7 is Wally Kelly. Number 8 is Tony Garver. 9 is Mitch Slavin. Number 10 is Aidan Halliday. 11 is Jess Gibson. Number 12 is Van Harris. 13 is Joel Jensen. And on the interchange bench, we got number 14, Ben Miller. 15, Simon Garver. 16, Darryl Rose. 17, Aaron Campbell. 18, Matt Tickle. 19, Harry Dawson. And number 20 is Cio Alifoso. 38 wins in a row they're going for today, Marist Brothers. That's 2 seasons since they've had a loss.
That's an absolute amazing stat, Kev. I don't think many sides, even from the Group 1 days, have come anywhere near that. That's just absolutely amazing, and it just shows how strong they are. But looking at these Mustangs side, they're a fairly large sort of team. Look a bit bigger than the Brothers boys, so they're both fired up, and I think it's going to be one hell of a game. Kev?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go the upset here. I like Murwillumbah. I like the team that's come in from the 4th and 5th playoff. They've just knocked off, who was it? Kudjin, Casino, and I don't remember who the other team was, but they've been playing really good football this semi-final series.
And the crowd's all getting really behind them as Brothers are going to be kicking off. They've got the breeze at their backs. So let's go. Reserve grade NRRRL on the Facebook page, streaming on the YouTube app. Let's go.
Kick off by Slavin. And Grub's going to have the first run. This is number 10, Luke Heron. He played for the Tweed Coast Raiders last year, and he's found a great home here. Tickner gives it off to cut. That's the number 8, Joe Latimer. It's slammed onto his back. Tickner again gives it to Kite, the big number 13.
Good defence early, as you'd expect. Everybody's fresh, and Brothers are getting right up in their faces, Kev.
Yeah, real strong defence from the Brothers. I think that's Latimer again. He is. And Luke Heron will look for the ball here. Kite. So already we've got 2 forwards that have done 2 hit-ups.
I think they're making their attentions felt as nice torpedo.
Yeah,
good catch.
And it's on. It's on in the background. Oh, it's back to the fight. It's on.
Let's wind back the clock.
On.
Wind back the clock.
It was a late hit. It was on Aidan Karam, the halfback. It was a late hit. It was a good kick actually. He got away.
Absolutely.
2 blokes. He was the one last week. The Murbar game went into extra time, and he kicked 2 field goals in that extra time. But
this might have set a precedent. I remember that was a bit of a hit, and there's their captain trying to settle them down.
I think the number 6 for Marist Brothers could be at fault here.
Yeah.
He was the one. I'm not 100% sure because I was watching the ball as well, but whenever there's a brawl on, my eyes go straight to the brawl.
Absolutely.
And, a few Murbar players ran in, but I think it was well deserved.
Yeah. You don't see it much anymore.
No, you don't. It's probably a bit of a shame too.
It is.
I've got to be honest.
I'm from the 80s and the 70s. I remember the softening up periods and real scrums.
Wow. The penalty just went to Marist Brothers. That was unbelievable. We got players from the crowd yelling out the 6. The guy taking the kick for touch now. I thought he was in trouble, and he got the penalty. So,
well, let's see. He'll probably have a target on his
I'll tell you what,
back now.
I wouldn't be running that Lukey Heron right now. Good tackle there. Great work from number 12. That'd be James O'Connor for Murbar. Oh, very strong run there.
Good defence.
That's the number 13. That's Joel Jensen from Marist Brothers. Good run. There's a lot of spite in this game.
It's on early. But at grand finals, everybody's fired right up.
It's sensational to see. He's in. That's what I call a reasonably soft try. To number 11, Jess Gibson. The Marist Brothers Rams are on the board. He hasn't got up since he scored the try. He hasn't actually moved since he scored the try. But the first points on the board are Marist Brothers Rams. Actually, no, that's the Murbar.
That's one of them.
That's a Murbar
fellas.
Mustang down there, yeah.
He might have caught a knee or something, but yeah, Jess Gibson is the baby of the team, but apparently going by my notes, he's the one of the hardest to stop, and that certainly showed. Nice and close to the line, wound up, and Brothers are in early, 4-0.
Yeah, real strong positive start from the Brothers. I think they were pretty lucky to get away with actually. Oh, number 9 scored that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that is the Mitch Slavin.
Mitch Slavin
scored that. He's the goal kicker as well.
A double, well done, Mitch.
But yeah, I think they were pretty lucky, Marist Brothers, to get the penalty on that occasion, which in the end led to the try.
Absolutely, that was short, but as I said, it might have set. Like he hasn't got up yet. That player, I don't know what happened to him. Kev, he might have caught a bit of a stray knee, or
I think that he's definitely in a bit of pain. The goal kicker doesn't want to kick the goal until he moves.
No.
You've got the Tweed Coast Raider supporters behind the post.
Yeah, he's just been given the thumbs up by the trainer, so give him the old magic sponge, and he'll be right.
I think it could be the ringer. Anyway, we'll wait till he turns around to guess. But here it is now, Slavin to convert his own try and make it 6-0 to the Marist Brothers. They are standing close to the post, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like he had a whack on the jaw, the Mustangs player. They're checking his face. He's been given the thumbs up by the trainer, so carry on, son. He's right to go.
The old thumbs up from the trainer. It's like the kiss of approval.
Yep.
Not that you want to kiss from... oh, yeah, okay, here we go. Mitch Slavin to convert his own try. He's got it. He fell over when he kicked it. He nearly made a meal of it, but 6-0 to Marist Brothers.
Yeah, he nearly fell over. He nearly put a great hole in the ground.
I don't think Murbar will be too phased by that try. Sure, it was a bit soft. I think the penalty was a bit hard going against them, but they're a second half team, these Mustangs. They came back in miraculous style last week.
Yeah, Kevy, I don't think that's going to phase them. It's nice and early. They'll regroup, and they've probably got everything out of their heads and just get on with the next play. But yeah, that little bit of a blue earlier might probably could have unsettled them, but they'll find their feet.
I'm glad he didn't send anybody off. Tickner kicks off. That looks like a nightmare of a ball to get. No, it's all right. That's the big number 10 there, Hayden Halliday.
He's a big boy.
He's the other front rower, Tony Garver.
Yeah, Tony Garver, team captain.
Oh, he's the captain, is he? Strong runner of the ball, Garver.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, and he's the absolute team go-to man.
He's going again.
Here he goes again.
Another run from Garver. Strong front on defence there from James O'Connor. And he also had Tommy Vickery. Tommy Vickery's got the headgear on today. I think he might have lost that. No, he didn't. Oh, good work. Wow. Great work there from Hawkins to get that back in.
It was very close. It was well done. The Brothers are on the attack.
That's a good kick in this wind.
It's holding up in the wind, Kevy. Will he get... Oh, good take.
Dylan Smith. He's an awesome fullback, Dylan Smith. He played first grade 2 weeks ago. As the fullback, Adam Walker was out for their first grade side, and he stepped up to first division and he smashed it.
I don't think he's still too happy with his jaw. He still seems to be.
It was him. He was the injured player.
Yeah.
He's had a haircut. That's why I didn't reckon. Straight for us. Oh wow. That was lucky. There was an old lady sitting on that chair about 2 seconds ago. Good run here by Luke Heron. Luke would have all the Tweed Coast Raiders fans following him this afternoon. He's a bit of a club legend. Made the move across and it's worked out well here on grand final day.
Absolutely. Couldn't ask for a better day. As I said, the weather's perfect. Footy's good. The beer's cold.
So we're in East Ballina?
We are. This is East Ballina.
So Ballina's got a river, doesn't it? And it's either side of the river.
That's the river over there. We're in the Ballina itself. East Ballina's over the other side of the bridge.
Oh,
so
okay,
that's
right,
North Creek.
Yep.
You got the bar, Richmond River, and you got town. So
Right.
it's virtually East Ballina, but it's still Ballina's an island. A lot of people don't know that, but it's surrounded by water.
Ah, there you go. I did not know that.
Yes.
Nice bit of knowledge there from the local.
Thanks, mate. Oh,
He's had a knock on. That's a fundamental error there from the number 9 to Mitch Slavin.
what happened there? I think he was
He was the halfback, even though he's the hooker.
I think he's
He just knocked it on.
mind thought before his hands or something.
Oh no, he picked it up from lock.
Yeah.
People don't seem to pack into the scrums at what position they are these days.
I know, Kevy. It's a shame. It makes
Very
being an old.
There's Maxi Lowe with the ball now, the number 3. He's a good footballer, Max Lowe. He's had an exceptional semi-final series. It looks like he's just popped his left shoulder in. Popped it out and in. Wow.
That's it.
Good run by Kite. Yeah, the number 6, Damien Quinn for the Mustang. He pretty much leads them around the park all day. Oh, wow. Almost no. That's just a lost ball.
But yeah, getting back to the scrums, being an older player from the 70s and the 80s, like these days, you just may as well hand the ball over.
They're a dead set joke.
Like
all they are is
to have a rest.
6 players out of the game from either side and give the back line a chance to
I
sort.
know.
That's all they are. There's no pushing allowed. We used to win scrums against the Fed.
I know. When
it was awesome.
and you watch some of the NRRRL games, and when somebody actually pushes and actually hooks for the ball, they usually get pinged.
Yeah, that's a joke.
I know.
I used to hate playing front row. Other front rowers would rub their heads up against your ears.
Oh,
goodness me, I hated that.
Absolutely. Vaseline all over them.
I prefer a punch in the face than the ears, than the ears looking like cauliflower
Oh,
ears.
yeah, I used to tape mine up. That's when I had hair.
Jeez, I tell you what, this ref's given a couple of good calls now to Marist Brothers. Both times it's been the number 6 that's made the mistake, I thought, for Marist Brothers. It's an interesting kick for touch, that one.
That was a strange looking kick. It was like a torpedo on its side. Okay, Brothers are on the attack.
Yeah, this game we're still they're just getting settled. This game. Oh, that's a fundamental error from the big captain, Garver.
Probably looking where he was going to run.
Right on halfway, he just coughed it. It wasn't really a bad pass.
Nah.
Straight to the glove box, he should have handled it.
Yeah, I think he was looking where he was going to run.
They were lining him up.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a good opportunity for Murbar to hit back, and I think they're fully capable of doing that.
They are. They're set deep. I didn't see what happened there.
It'll refeed the scrum.
Okay.
Goes on a bit. Yeah, the number 6, we'll get back to Damien Quinn for the Mustangs. He sort of leads them around. He's not the captain, but he does. He's a good player, this Vickery.
Yeah. Well, every team needs a good 5'8" to lead them around the paddock, call the plays, and stuff.
Another secret weapon that the Murbar Mustangs have is their captain, Ashley Tickner. He can put the goals over from anywhere.
Oh yeah, okay.
I've only seen him miss one kick, I think, in the 20 conversions I've seen him attempt.
Wow.
There he goes from dummy half now, and gets the penalty, I think. Yeah, fair call. Good work. He's good footballer, the bearded number 9.
Yeah, is he a local from up there?
Well, he'd have to be. The Murbar side is pretty much everyone's from the Willenbar, pretty much. I'd say he would be a local, yeah.
Yeah. No, they see certainly
with a beard like that.
Yeah, of course. He certainly leads them around well.
There's Kite. Yeah, now the number 9. Well, we saw that game on Friday night, Melbourne versus South Sydney. There's the 2 best 9s in the competition, and what a game that was.
Wasn't it ever?
They're going to be hard to beat, Melbourne Storm.
I think they are, mate.
Actually, the brother for the Storm, he plays for Chase Blair, the fellow that's got the last 2 tries. His older brother plays for the Tweed Coast Raiders. And
Okay.
I think he'll be up for a massive game today.
Absolutely.
He didn't get to play last week because he was injured in the warm-up, but he had a good game against Ballina 2 weeks ago. And after watching his little brother play the game of his life on Friday night, I reckon big Corey Blair will be up for a blinder.
He'll be fired up. And he actually hurt himself in the warm-up.
Yeah, in the warm-up. I think it was just a hamstring calf muscle.
That's happened.
Yeah. He got his head cut open the week before against Ballina in the semi.
Yep.
He can handle those sorts of things.
Yeah.
He's the older brother. So he must be about 30 or late 20s.
Oh, righto.
Marist winning the scrum there and going close to the sideline, but I think he's staying in. Yeah, Marist Brothers, Lismore, Rams. Haven't been to their home ground. You would have been there, I'm sure. What's that one like?
Crozier Oval's a really nice ground. It used to be Oaks Oval many years ago, but now it's an AFL field. But it's a really nice ground, nice and close to the field.
Yeah.
So it's like an old, it's like an English sort of field where the grandstands are really close to the
oh, nice!
the
I
action.
like those.
Yeah.
Here comes one of my favourite players for the Mustangs, Zeppelin Rowe. The number 19's about to come on. He'll have an impact straight away. He's a try scoring machine, and his mate, the number 20, Lincoln Glasby. He's not small, so it's just that time of the game. There's unlimited interchange in that reserve grade, so why not make the most of it?
They'll certainly add some starch because the people will be starting to get a little bit tired, and they'll add some size and some fresh legs into the team.
They're moving that ball around well, the Marist Brothers forwards, amongst each other. There goes the number 11, Jess Gibson. He's the fellow we thought scored the try. He's not the tallest second rower you'll ever see.
No, but he's the hardest to stop, apparently.
They can be hard. I mean, Trevor Gilmeister wasn't really the tallest second rower, was he?
Oh,
or Gordon Tallis.
Nah.
Wow.
Six
again. Six again.
They got him on the rack now.
This is Hayward with the ball, and he's just flicked it out to Faulkner. Faulkner's been dealt with a great tackle. I think that might be good old Jazz Purcell over there.
They've got a really good mob of people on the southern fence there just going off.
I reckon there's every chance that fence could collapse at some point today.
Yeah.
If we get too many people leaning on it.
Yeah. No, that fence has been there for 35 years. Right around the ground.
Well, we've got a massive try scoring opportunity for the Marist Brothers. 6-0. Got the scrum feed. Jackson's going to have a bit of a run. Tiarte Jackson, he is. The number 6. Plays it back for Slave, and then there's Garver. Flicks it out, Garver.
Nice ball.
Oh, they got numbers here. Gives it on to Brown. Back inside for Hawkins.
Yeah, the
Brought
Mustangs.
down by Kite.
Mustangs regroup there.
Yeah, that was great cover defence from the Mustangs. Penalty. Wow. There wasn't much Tom Vickery could do there. He was giving him a penalty for lying around in the play of the ball, but didn't really impede with the play. I reckon that the Marist Brothers have been pretty lucky with penalties.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Kevy, I think he had every reason to complain. Yeah.
It didn't impede with anything.
No.
He is solid, Jess Gibson.
He is. He's built low to the ground.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's a hard man to tackle.
He's like a modern-day Les Boyd without being a thug.
What a great player. Garver again with his 19th hit up of the game. No, I just made that up. He's had a few, though. Jackson gives it on to Aaron Campbell, is the number 17 that's just got on for the Marist Brothers. Plays it back. Slavin inside for Garver again. Well, Garver's having a great game. He's just hitting it up left, right and centre. They've gone to the right here. Hayward's going to have to clean up. He's got some speed, this Hayden Hayward.
He's a fast boy, and you're starting to see some of the Tweed Coast Raiders arriving at the ground, coming in from the southern end.
The players' bus has just arrived.
The players' bus.
Oh, they'll be pumped. The boys. They're a very capable side.
They'll be fired up for a big game.
Zeppelin Rowe has his hit up. The Mustangs are just sort of being smothered a bit here in defence and attack, but they've done well to only concede the one try.
Absolutely, it's pretty evenly matched at the moment.
And I think they've had the rub of the green with the referee so far.
Absolutely.
Here's Allsop, Kyle Allsop. He's a machine, this bloke. He comes off the bench for first grade, reserve grade. Doesn't matter who he comes off the bench for, he kills it.
He just loves it.
He loves it. He's just about, I reckon, the best interchange player in the competition. Kyle Allsop.
And you certainly need those players. They're very important in the modern game.
Yeah, especially there he is there, just making a great tackle. He'll work all day.
Yep.
Except for the first 10 minutes where he wasn't on the field. But, yeah. It's a 20-man game, this reserve grade competition.
It
Unlimited
is.
interchange. 7 players on the bench. Here he is again, the big number 17, Aaron Campbell. Plays it back for Slavin, gives it on to Jackson. Jackson puts a kick through. Well picked up by Jazz Purcell.
Nice run too, made some ground.
Yeah, he's not a bad winger, Jazz Purcell. He's easy to remember because he's got the little flick of hair at the back of his head. It's like a tiny little ponytail.
A man bun.
There's Angus Brockbank is the number 11 for the Mustangs. He's a machine. He goes to 5'8" Quinn, stepping off the left foot, but good defence. Great defence from Campbell. Plays it back for Tickner. Gives it on to Karam. There's the big Lincoln Glasby. Brought down by the Simon Garver. Brother of the captain in the number 15 jersey.
It's floating
the
around.
Marist Brothers. Good take.
Well taken.
Nice little run there from Aiden Hayward from dummy half. This Murbar defence is starting to look pretty desperate. Great work there from Glasby and Tickner.
Let's see what they can do. They've still got the wind at their backs.
Yeah, they haven't actually used the wind.
No, they haven't. I'd be putting the Mustangs back in their quarter.
Nice and high in the air.
Yep.
is the best way to do it. We saw Ballina in the under 18s in the second half really take advantage of that. He's just lost that ball there. Has he? No, we're going to have a penalty to Marist Brothers.
I didn't see what happened there, Kev. But yeah, they should be just using that wind, putting it right downtown, trapping the Mustangs in their quarter, and make them work out, burning up energy, making their way out of it.
Good run again there from Aaron Campbell off the tap. He's been a workhorse since he got on. Here's the number 20. That's Theo Alfessio in the green headgear. Alfessio again. Sorry, yeah, Alfessio. Slavin gives it back to Alfessio. The ball now with Kelly. Kelly's in. Wow. His name's Wally Kelly, but he looks exactly like Albert Kelly, a former Gold Coast Titan Parramatta player.
Oh yeah, yep.
That was a great step.
Wow.
And he made it look easy.
Caught him napping then, and he slid straight through, so that takes him further ahead now.
10-0 with a kick to come. I still wouldn't. This Murwillumbah Mustangs team is one team that you cannot write off until they're gone, and they're definitely not gone yet.
Oh no, it's still only early days, Kev. There's still a lot of football left in this game. So as you said, they'll fight to the end.
They'll fight the good fight. Plus also they've got the wind of their backs in the second half.
They do.
And again, like 2 tries, the 2 tries that Marist Brothers have scored have both been just close to the line, breaking the line. So poor defence from the Willenbar, but
Yeah, they wouldn't be very happy with that. They'd be kicking themselves, but they'll just have to pick themselves up. It's done, and get on with the game.
Yep. Tell you what, he's got a good little step on him, that number 7. I'd hate to be playing against him.
It'd be a bit fast for me. I'd just try and bear hug him, wrestle him to the ground. No, he's
Fall on top of him. Tell you, there's Mitch Slavin with the kick right now. He was the try scorer of the first try and converted the last conversion. He's got the wind pretty much right behind the direction of the ball going in, so shouldn't be a factor. It'll help him if anything. Looks good. Nah, to the right of the uprights. 10-0 in favour of the Marist Brothers.
Yeah, that kick he probably didn't allow for the wind, and as I said, it's switched around a bit to the southeast. So that's could be that could count later on if it's going to be a really close game like we think.
I still stand by that it will be a close game. Should do a big shout out to Marcelin Champagne of the Marist Brothers, the founder. Good old Marcelin Champagne. I was a Marist boy, Brett. I was of the Parramatta Marist breed. Here we go with that's the other Garver, Simon Garver, with the ball off the Rose.
Would have been back in the Commonwealth Bank Cup days, wouldn't it?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Parramatta Marist, always strong.
We actually won it the year I was there.
Leichhardt Oval.
One of the years I was there.
Yep.
Yeah, we played at the grand final at the Sydney Football Stadium against Craig Gower's team.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was 24 or 26-0.
Okay.
I just sat on the bench all game. I don't even think I put the boots on, to be honest.
Oh, right.
What a great week we had after that.
No.
There he is again, Dale Rose, the number 16 from Marist Brothers, getting through a fair bit of work. Dylan Smith is a reliable fullback, but geez, they moved up on him quickly there.
Didn't give him any room.
There's a lot of pace on that other side of the field for Marist Brothers.
Yeah, they're getting in their faces.
Vickery, it's Tom Vickery there with the headgear, getting in and doing a bit of work. When he's in open space, he's got plenty of speed. There's Jamie Singh with the ball now. Plays it back for Tickner. Gives it on to Allsup. Kyle Allsup gets a penalty. He ran at the right bloke. Number 13 for Marist Brothers, Joel Jensen, was offside. Or he never got straight in the markers, I don't think.
No. See, that's now. You watch them now. They've sort of got a penalty. They'll kick it out, and they should be in Marist Brothers' half. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Kyle Allsup goes in for another run.
Yep.
He's a smart footballer. He just ran at the bloke that was offside. He's Luke Heron now with the ball. He's a solid unit. He can actually play wing and fullback.
Wow.
He's one of those blokes you can put in any position.
The good old-fashioned utility for the utility player.
Zeppelin Rowe with the ball now. Plays it back for Tickner. Darts out at dummy half. He actually looks a bit like the South City. If he shaved that beard, he'd look a bit like Damien Cook, Tickner.
He would. Same build.
Same build, yeah. Same sort of size. Even the way he just darted out at dummy half.
Just fast, just quick.
Yeah.
Nippy. Hard to grab hold of.
Zeppelin Rowe gives it back for Dylan Smith on the inside. Now Tickner, he's got Allsup. No, he's going to go to Karam. Karam, the cutout pass to Vickery. Oh, he made a meal of it, unfortunately.
He'd be cursing himself. The line was wide open then.
I think that was Garver having a run there. No, it was the 3. Good old Hawkins. Yeah, same with Willenbar. They've clawed their way back into this, even though they're down by 10 points. Apart from the 2 tries, this has been a very even contest.
Absolutely, Kev. Couldn't agree more. They just seem to have a bit of the confidence about them, and Tide just might be turning, even though they're 10 points down. You can just tell their mannerisms. There's a lot of energy about them and that.
Well, there's been, you're right, here comes a couple of interchanges as we speak. Got Dylan Brooks has just gone on, and Nick Walker. Nick Walker in the 18. Dylan Brooks is actually the brother of the winger for the Raiders. Yeah, he's just come on for the Mustangs. Okay. The winger for the Raiders is Daryl Brooks.
Yeah,
great player. There's Quinn with the ball now. He's going to play it back. Might get the penalty. No, plays it back for Tickner. It's on to Karam. Karam puts it straight up in the air. It's like a nightmare of a ball. Well taken, though.
Well taken.
That's Hayward.
And he's made some ground.
He's been very solid at the back for the Marist Brothers. Hayward has. That looks like Faulkner having a run there. Oh, wow. That's Faulkner there. Faulkner looks like quite the handful. James Faulkner, one of my favourite cricketers in the Australian team.
James Faulkner.
Yeah. Obviously, it's just the same name.
I hope they can have a better summer.
Wow.
Oh, here we go.
That's the same Kelly. He's done it again. Well, he looks like a nightmare to tackle. That's Kelly. That is Wally Kelly. He just makes it look so easy carving through, throwing a dummy.
A double.
I think he's the quickest bloke on the field.
Oh, they just opened up then, as Rex Moster would say, opened up like Sydney Heads. As the old moose, God rest his soul.
Part of the Red Sea. But yeah, he's got a great step on him.
Yeah,
they're the sorts of players that used to make a mess out of me, to be honest.
Absolutely. I just used to. I was straight up and down. I said, "You guys tackle those blokes. We'll just worry about the forwards." He'd be too quick for me, but no, he's very fast, and just that little change of angle, he just slid straight through.
Well, he's a massive difference.
Oh, yeah.
If you take him off the field, it's
absolutely.
It's a level game, and he's just scored 2 tries.
Yep.
Like that, not as easy as that. And it wouldn't surprise me as these players get tireder if he does it again. However, the Murwillumbah Mustangs came back from a bigger deficit than this last week, but I just think the Marist Brothers are a bit better team than the Coogin Hornets.
Yeah, it's just as you said, Kevy. If their big forwards start getting tired, he'll just carve them up. It'll be a carve up, an old-fashioned carve up.
He won't miss this Slavin. Slavin, eh? Mitch Slavin.
Mitch Slavin. Sounds like a movie star or something.
Reminds me of that movie Mississippi Burning.
Oh yes, great movie. Great movie.
It's got nothing to do with it really, but yes. William Dafoe and Gene Hackman.
Yep.
Anyway, there's the kick. He's missed it
again.
Wow. That's almost unforgivable.
He seems to be.
That's right in front.
Hitting it, and he's
14
digging in his feet, and he's a bit of a limp. God, how can you miss them?
That was quite disappointing. Not very good signs from the Murwillumbah, the way they've slowly made their way back to kick it off.
Yeah. And I was just saying before how full of energy they were, but that just takes one try. But yeah, I don't know how people can miss in the modern game with the old balls and the kicking tees. It's not like sand and that, is it?
And right in front.
The old toe poking days. The old leather
really,
balls.
Under 11s should be able to kick them from right in front.
Absolutely. Kev.
No offence to your under 10s out there, but by under 11s you should be able to get them from right in front.
With the wind too.
Yeah, with the wind. And as you say, the balls are sensational.
Yeah. Wet weather.
Slavin having a run, good run from dummy half. Well brought down by Kyle Alsop and Zeppelin Rowe. Plays it back for Delfisio. Sorry, Al Lafosio is the green headgear, number 20. Slavin gives it on to Kelly, try-scoring machine. This now with the ball is Halliday. And they're probably going to give it back onto Kelly here, and Oh, I'm surprised he passed it. I would have had another go. Wow, good run.
There we go again. I'm not sure how long there is to go in the first half, Kev. I don't think there'd be that long.
I thought that was Mac Tickle almost in there. Yeah, 2 minutes till half time approximately.
Geez, the game's just
They
flowing
fly
by.
Yeah, they do.
Game's gone by in an
They go
absolute
very
blur.
quick, especially the first half, I find.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been another game where we haven't seen both teams score points in the first half. Makes it hard when you're going at half time and you haven't scored a point yet.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mental barrier they've got to get over.
Makes you feel like you got no answers. You know?
No, absolutely. And
But they will have the wind at their back in the second half. The
That could
Mustangs.
be a-
There's Kyle Olsop again.
it could
He's
be
a
a,
dead set workhorse. That fella. A long
20
time
point
for him
win.
as a player.
Yes.
He goes Quinny. Quinny's having a run.
Yeah, that win, there's be a few points in that if the Mustangs use it right.
There's Olsop again. He's picked up. Strong defence. Good tackle. That was the Garver. Simon Garver with that defence. Kicks it down to Harry Brown. Brownie's onto it. Flicks it out to his fullback Haywood. Strong, good tackle there by Zeppelin. Zeppelin Road coming through.
He was coming in to really nail him. Lucky he moved.
Yeah, and also Nick Walker, the number 18, getting through a bit of work out there. Olsop again. Great defence. Bit of assistance there from Luke Heron. There's Garver, the captain. Gives it on to Alafosio. And again, he's got a good fend, doesn't he, Garver?
Yeah,
What a
hasn't he?
ball.
What?
Going forward, though.
Couple of good old-fashioned don't argues. I think both teams will be looking forward to the break.
Yeah, I don't think they want this scrum, but...
Yep.
Oh, the number 20 is Aaron Campbell for
Don't you just love that? No, but they'll be looking forward to sucking them in the break. I think this will barely even pack. Yep, Mustangs are on the attack.
Yeah, good to see. We've got the Blake Shillington's on the number 17 for the Mustangs. But must be nearly half time. Looking for Zeppelin Rose got the ball now. He's tackled by Halliday. Plays it back for Tickner. Karam the inside ball for Walker.
Strong defence.
He's trying to milk it. He didn't get away. That was a bit like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Everyone wants the stage.
Here goes Haywood now. It's been solid, the fullback. Penalty to Marist Brothers.
Wouldn't be much time left. They might not even get time to do anything with this. I think the Hooter's going to go off very, very soon.
I think, yeah. Oh no, quick tap. Very smart play.
Looks like a Tom Travojevic sort of build, about 3 stone lighter. But tall, rangy sort of. We might need him next year with the whole struggling Sea Eagles.
What's happened here? Some sort of knock on or? Yeah, I think we got a scrum.
No, I didn't.
No? Yeah, we got a scrum. Well, they'll want this. They'll want to get this scrum in, Murbo. It's an opportunity to score. 14-0.
Yeah,
They get a quick one in now. They're a chance.
Any points, to put them on the board.
Got to get off the mark. There's Karam now with the ball. Gives it on to Vickery. Vickery, the in and away. There's his winger Purcell. Steps back inside.
Nice scrambling by Brothers.
Defence there by Campbell in the number 20. Dylan Smith on to Heron. Strong tackle.
Nice hit. That was
He's lost the ball.
ball ring. That was a
Been picked up by Halliday. And Halliday's eventually brought down by Purcell. There's Campbell, there's Kelly with the ball.
Here we go. Let's see what they got.
Here he is again, the number 18. Dangerous out of dummy half, Matt Tickle. Slaven's going to flick it on here. Just there's the siren. Campbell puts it on the boot, but I think he's just dropped it. That'll be half time. Knock on to Murbar, but that'll be half time. The score 14-0 in favour of Marist Brothers, Lismore. What are your thoughts, Sav?
I thought it was a really good first half, Kevy. Both sides had plenty of opportunities, but the Marist Brothers halfbacks made all the difference. He just opened them up on 2 occasions. Great player, but I think both sides are going to the sheds after a bit of early fireworks, or you could call them that in the modern game. But yeah, no, they go in and suck him in and sort of come back out for the second half. As you said, I don't think the Mustangs are done yet, but if they start getting tired, that little halfback for Brothers, he's going to have a field day, mate.
Yeah, Wally Kelly's been outstanding. I'll still stand by the Mustangs here, even though they're down 14-0. The way they played last week in the second half, they were down by a bigger deficit. But
you can't write them off.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, mate. You can't write them off because it is a grand final. They've worked hard to get here all season, and I think it's going to be a cracking second half as we all wait for the big one, Ballina Seagulls versus Tweed Coast Raiders.
Yeah, we'll have a bit of a break now. We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes to just have a quick half time. And as you say, this is anyone's game, this second half. And Willumbar will have the win behind in this half. And yeah, I think we're in for a cracker of a second half. So we'll see you in about 5 minutes.
See you guys.
Do you want to introduce me? Sorry, Hayley, who you thinking? Yeah, it's not going to be on camera, so we'll just... Perfect.
I'll just put you over to Dwayne Neville.
Dwayne Neville here, and I'm here with the captain, coach, player. I think I've got it all there. Hayley McAnally of the Marist Brothers Ramettes, who are now the champions for 2018. So Hayley, how was it to finally go one better than last year?
It was great. It was a big relief. So obviously last year was pretty disappointing, but yeah, just glad we got there in the end.
And of course, it had better conditions than it was 2 weeks ago, when you played up in the portable pool, I say, of Cabarita. Well, that's what it basically was. So I was actually taking bets to see if anyone was going to do a swan dive like Jim Carrey. We didn't see it, but how was it? Was it much better playing out there today? A lot more free flowing than it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, it could have been anyone's game in those conditions. So obviously a dry track today, so a little bit of wind out there, but that really didn't play much into the game. But yeah, definitely a different game to 2 weeks ago.
So when Taylor Jarrett for Byron, when she took that kick and scored off her own kick, what were the thoughts running through the heads from your team there? Because it was 8-0, and you know you had it sort of in the bag, but then it got to the point where when Taylor Jarrett scored off her own kick, and then it was all of a sudden, what were the minds for it? What did you have to do to settle the team down to get it happen?
I think we just regathered really well after that. I personally was annoyed at myself for not catching that ball. I just kind of watched it. But yeah, it was a great try, but I think we just got our stuff back together, just said let's go back to basics, and you know, as you can see, our tries just come from patience. So I think we did really well what we did a few weeks ago, and yeah, like Steph Good, just give a shout out to her.
She was impressive.
Yeah, she just runs the right holes, and I'd give her the ball any day of the week. So
well, she scored 3 tries, coming a hat trick, which with a hat trick hat trick of all hat tricks, I dare say. I was saying in the call too that she's been known to, in a lot of games, where she's actually scored 2 or more tries on a few occasions.
Yeah, as I said, she just always runs that right hole, like a really good hook hole. She doesn't run sideways, and I always look for her. Like, I know she's just going to get the job done, so yeah.
So now we've moved on, as you see with the cameras here. We're now doing the NRRRL live stream. Next season, we're opting to go one game per weekend into next season, where we're going to see a lot more of the teams that unfortunately didn't make it during the final series. So how does it feel on a Marist Brothers perspective to know that now these games will be now shown live?
It'll be really good. I've enjoyed this year, like getting the games. I get the games every Sunday night, so I'm always happy to watch it. Even if you beat teams quite convincingly, it's always just good to pick those little things out for coaching and things like that, just to tell the girls what they're doing wrong and fix that. So yeah, it's been really good. So. And
also, how do you find too now with next year as far as rep season is concerned, it's now going into from tag to tackle. How will it find now for say potential spotters from the Titans to see these players play in front of their eyes instead of having to come to the ground?
Yeah, I mean it was only a matter of time. I think still we're a little bit early on, but I mean there's definitely talent out there. Obviously, some of the girls that have a bit of size like tackle. Me personally, I'm not real keen on it, but hopefully they can keep league tag running as well. So I think it's really good for the game, women in sport general. So it's really good.
It's great. It's great to see. And so now you've finally done it. You've gone one better from last year. Minor major premiers. How are you guys going to celebrate? Benny said like he wants to go out. He's still got a job to do.
We're gonna probably party for a few days, I'd say. Hopefully all safely, not like the Bulldogs or anything like that. But we've got a few older girls around, and we've got plenty of people to look after each other. So yeah, hopefully we'll play safely.
And so what? I know you've only just now finished. You've won the title. So what do you feel you got to do now to potentially go back to back next season?
I think there might be a few girls that might not play next year. So we've got, they had the under-15s this year as well. So we've got a few young girls that'll probably come through, which is really good. I suppose we'll just, recruit, start of next year and start pre-season and see what happens from there.
So pre-season, that starts off about January, late January, early Feb?
Yeah. This year we had a really good pre-season. We had probably about maybe, only 7 or 8 girls that were consistently there. But then it built on from then.
So for the viewers out here watching on YouTube at the moment, we also know the likes of Lily Patson, Stephanie Good, as we just mentioned, a few others, Shatea King and many others. Who else do we need to look out for who potentially could be in line for a rep spot next year?
I think the Good sisters still, those that you mentioned. Jada, Michaela Piggott so she comes from Kyogle. I think anyone, probably a majority of the girls from last year, but even some of the young ones that are coming up through the ranks as well.
As we hear the hooter for the commencement of the second half, Hayley, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on the win, and go and enjoy it, and we'll no doubt see you on the NRRRL live stream going into next year.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, now, with that being said, I'll now hand it back to the commentary team of Kevin Ferrugia and Brett Saville.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Great work, Dwayne. Once again, actually, while I got a moment, I'd like to give Dwayne Neville a rap for all his work that he's done.
Absolutely.
No, you deserve it. Don't be
you
are
a
humble man.
A metal god.
He's done some great work. Every game through these semi-final series, he's been there. He's done the research, and there's a lot goes into it.
As much as I know Dwayne, he loves his footy as much as he loves his music, and that's a big thing. He's used to come to watch our gigs, and he even got thrown out of the pub, the Lennox pub, for what were you doing? You were trying to form a bit of a circle pit at the Lennox Point pub. Open it up.
See,
edit that out.
He's converted me a bit. Normally on a Broncos versus St George game, I'll be going for St George. But today I'd like to see the Broncos win. Plus we're in Ballina, Jimmy the Jet, home of Jimmy the Jet.
That's right. And Bryony Kelly, me being a I hate to admit it, being a C Eagle when we were good. We've had the worst season ever, but I think that we're going to rebuild as the Murwillumbah side comes back on again. But it's going to be a... that season couldn't end fast enough for me. I've never known it. I've been following Manly since 1972, and that was shocking.
If it makes you feel any better, Sav, I'm a Parramatta Eagle fan.
Oh!
And I've got to deliver a carton of 4X gold to a Manly friend of mine.
We both come in the comp in the same year.
Yeah, 47.
But we've never had the spoon, but I tell you what, mate, we're going to come very, very close, Kevy.
I've spooned a few Parramatta. Yes, Parramatta have had 14 wooden spoons. They got their 14th this year. They actually had 3 this decade.
I know.
2012, 13, and this year.
Well, we all remember how strong they were in the 80s. Oh
yeah.
my God, what a you couldn't get anywhere near them.
They went 40 years without a spoon.
That's right.
1972 to 2012. Anyway,
Here we go.
Tickner's about to kick off. Oh, what a kick! That'll be. Kelly's onto it, and he's knocked it on. See, that is just the start that the Murwillumbah Mustangs were looking for.
Something as easy as that. See,
All it takes is a little blunder, you know.
Their tails up now.
And he's been the one. He's been the one all first half. So you know, I'd like to see the Murwillumbah go in for a try here, and
I've got a feeling that they might.
Quinny's going to have the feed. The number 7's dangerous. Aiden Karam. He'll give it straight to him. And he's got Dylan Smith and Vickery off him. There's Karam there onto Vickery. He's raced up out of line to tackle him. He's a handful, that Vickery. No doubt about it.
They've still got the ball.
Oh, what's happened here? Ref's called time off. Touch judge is in.
You don't see that very often.
Oh, I'm all for it. I love seeing the touch judge come in.
Absolutely. What's happened? Someone's getting a caution. The old cautions on the run in the old days. Keep your tackles down.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Yeah, it looks like it could be a penalty to Murwillumbah because Ashley Tickner's got the ball.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to take the 2. You're down by 14. Do you take the 2?
Just tap it and run.
Yeah.
They're in really good field position. I think they should. What's he going to do? They're still deciding.
Yeah, well, the 5'8's done something, I think. Yeah, definitely. He actually gave away a penalty in the first half and somehow got the penalty.
It's a brothers.
Yeah.
5'8's been called out for something.
Tiate Jackson. Taking out the captain, Tony Garver. Tony Garver's had a great game.
He has.
Done about 50,000 hit-ups.
Yep.
4 offloads. He's been outstanding this afternoon. And it will be a penalty to Murwillumbah Mustangs. Luke Heron takes the hit-up. And he's brought down by his opposite number, Halliday.
I think Jackson just got told to cool it a bit.
Tickner again. Gives it onto Quinn, onto Kite. Kite now with the ball. Look at all these Raiders rocking up. Here goes Quinn. He's inside. He's brought down as well. Carver, great work. Tickner gives it onto Karam. Inside for Vickery. Steps inside again, Vickery. He's brought it back out to the left. He's got a cut-out pass to Brooksy. Brooksy's in. First try to the Murwillumbah Mustangs.
You were right, Kevin.
Well, there he is, Dylan Brooks. Great player.
You were right.
Good bloodlines in that family.
I think the Marist Brothers lock took offence to something, come out of the line. I thought he was going to put one on someone, but it all defused very, very fast. There's no point to lose your head in this game. Tom
Vickery, take a bow.
Absolutely.
So number 4 with the headgear on there for the Mustangs. He did great work. He brought it to. They were headed to the right, and he virtually brought it back this way, threw a cutout pass, and put his winger in for a try.
Very, very clever. Very crafty now.
I'm giving this bloke a rap before the game. He doesn't miss many goal kicks. And we're right behind him here. And
now the wind's blowing from the southeast. He could do a Jonathan Thurston and ping it out left and drift her in. We'll see how he goes.
That's exactly. So you reckon aim a bit to the right or the right upright?
Yep. It's a south easter still. Not that I've ever kicked a goal, but.
Did you notice the flags on the posts? Little seagulls' heads?
Oh, mate, they've been there since
since day dot.
Since the 80s, mate.
Oh, happy days.
They haven't moved.
Yeah, I'm backing him to get this. This will make it 14-6 when he converts it. But actually, the crowd's gone quiet for him. That's a first. I bet you if he was on the other side of the field, he'd be getting... Oh, wow. Unlucky. It is. The wind is strong.
It is. It's
There's
just
no
blowing.
doubt about it.
It's blowing right across the.
I thought that
the
was
field.
going over, and then
Yeah, the wind just got up hold of it,
Yeah,
but they're on the board, Kev, like you said.
14 points to 4. We have game on our hands. And as we said, this Murwillumbah team that throughout this semi-final series, they've pulled some miraculous second halves out of the backside of their shorts.
As the ball falls off the kicking tee.
Mitchell Slavin, otherwise known as Mitch, is going to be kicking it off. Oh, he's going to do one of those tricky ones, it looks like, the way he's got the ball positioned. No. Good take there from Smith. Wow.
Nice hit.
That is strong defence from the Marist
It
Brothers.
is. That block's fired right up. Something happened down this end of the field. I'm not sure, but he's
Joel
really
Jensen.
he's really
He's
fired up about something.
He's got a bit of fire in his belly, doesn't he?
Yeah, mate. He wants his.
But you can tell there's a bit of wind in the sails of the Murwillumbah Mustangs.
Absolutely, they've.
About to bring back on.
As you said,
Big
it's that psychological thing. Once you get points on the board.
Once you're off the mark.
Yep.
Yeah. Strong run by Kite. He looks like a bit of a handful. The old big number 13, Shane Kite, plays it back for Tickner. Onto Karam. Nice little kick. Onto Vickery. Wow.
Here they
It's
go.
not every
again.
day you see a little...
Picked
going
up.
forward.
Picked up.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's knock on. That was forward. Wow. The star of the first half is the villain of the second.
Here we go.
Oh, that was an easy catch. He should have just swallowed that one. This is now a massive opportunity for the Murwillumbah Mustangs to get into double figures.
They got
Be
great
less
ground.
than a try behind.
They got great ground. They're right. They're not far out from Marist Brothers' line.
And we got my old mate Kyle Alsop, my favourite interchange player in the reserve grade competition. He's about to come back on. He's the ball now for Quinn. Oh, space. I thought Brooksy was going in for number 2, Maxi Lowe. Maxi Lowe gets a penalty. Almost, I thought that almost a chance of being sent then.
I don't know what that means. What he did.
It means he held him down too long.
Okay. Oh,
Held
of
him down.
course.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you on some of it.
Oh yeah, mate.
Like when the ref says someone's in the blood bin, he goes like that and waves his nose as if something stinks.
Yeah.
It's harder. There's Kite with the ball now. And again, brought down by Joel Jensen, the number 13. Gets through a mountain of work for Marist Brothers. Quinny, the cutout pass. There's Lowe. Oh, Lowe, inches. Brooksy could have had his second. Smith gives it on to Gus.
Nearly cracked them then.
Gus Brockbank, the number 11. He's a workhorse. He's been quiet today. There's Brooksy. Once again, couldn't get through. Brooks plays it back for Tickner. There's Karan, the crossfield kick. Vickery takes it. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he flicks it back. And Smith cleans up the dregs. And Karan's got a ball again. He's done another kick.
It's like
Unfortunately,
AFL.
Straight to the hands of the Marist brother.
It's like
And Kite's come off. And
the
Allsop's gone on.
like the Sydney Swans. Okay. Something's going on here.
Yeah, Swannies went down to the little brothers GWS last night.
Swans got a bit of a carve up.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's good to see the boys from the West.
Absolutely.
Get
Who'd ever think?
I thought that GWS team was going to flop, especially when they signed Israel Folau,
I know.
who'd never even played the game.
I know.
You know, the Suns haven't really worked out.
Yeah.
Who they signed? Carl Michael Hunt.
I know.
It was a strange week for rugby league. I remember
It
that.
was.
Anyway, here's Quinn onto Allsop. If anyone's out there watching this and they're an interchange player, Kyle Allsop is the perfect mould of a back rower interchange player. He's going again, isn't he? He wants the ball. No, he's... See, he even tricked me.
Brothers are
Brothers'
tackling
defence
well.
is well, isn't it? It's a strong defence.
They're defending well.
But, well, the ball's down this end of the field. You think
That's right.
Murbar are close.
Yep.
And that's Karam. He must be inches away. There's Quinn. Quinn now.
Oh, nice
gets it
ball
back.
round the corner.
But you got to give it to Brothers. They're racing off their line. Oh, knock on? No. That's Tiate Jackson, the number 6 for Marist Brothers, picked up the kick from Tickner and brought down by Luke Heron.
They got out of jail then, the brethren.
That's Harris. Harris with the ball, plays it back. He's big Jess Gibson. And he gets a penalty. They tried to rake it. That's what that one means.
The pressure's off now. Then Brothers can take a got. They're just going to take the tap, use their big forwards.
Good hit, all
Good.
stop. Again, Halliday. He's been solid this afternoon, Halliday. And he's old Joel Jensen, Allsup again in the defence. And Brockbank
It's getting through
and Heron.
a mountain of work.
Oh, mate, it's the same, it's the usual suspects, isn't it? And there's Garver. Tony Garver, the captain.
Yeah, he just doesn't give up. He just goes all day.
He reminds me of like he's just like Craig Salvatore almost. He reminds me.
Oh,
of.
yeah.
Remember him?
Absolutely.
He looks a bit like him. Even a block of roach.
Yeah. I think Salvo lives in the Bay now. He's been up in Byron for
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Salvatore.
Yep.
What a great player he
Yeah.
was.
Roosters and Souths for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Made his mark at the Roosters.
Certainly
That's
did.
for Sure. He's Kelly with the ball. He put it onto the boot. Oh, it's a knock on. I'm pretty sure that was a knock on there from Dylan Smith. It looked like a nightmare of a kick to handle.
Oh, that's the roll end over end and they spin. My God. No,
Still,
these-
this game is anybody's.
I
We have 14 points to 4. I'll just get a time check for you. And we have 23 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock.
so
It's till
lo-
game over.
lots of time.
Plenty of time. You can score 9 tries in 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe not 9, 7.
Especially when you play against Manly this season.
Here he is, Jackson. Jackson, it looked dangerous. The first time it looked dangerous in a while, Marist Brothers.
Let's see if the Mustangs can hold him out.
Far corner. Jackson again. He looks dangerous with the ball, Jackson.
Yeah, he
just
seems to be
hasn't
leading
really had
around
it.
the park. Yeah.
in open space. He's been solid for him. They got a great front row, this Marist Brothers team. Here's Kelly now. Oh, wow. Never seen anybody. That's a try. That's a dead set try to Matt Tickle, the number 18 from Marist Brothers. That was such a strange kick.
Great
from,
try. I've never seen a kick like that ever.
It's like he put the ball onto his boot and then just
I know.
flicked it off his boot.
Oh, classy play.
Good try to Marist Brothers. Again, I wouldn't say that Mawillan Bar are out of this game.
No,
There's still more than 20 minutes to go.
absolutely. That's a lifetime in
18
a
points
game of
to
footy.
4. I'm not backing him to get this kick.
What a try.
They're getting vocal down there, the Marist
They
Brothers
are.
Rams.
Yep. Getting
The
into that.
Rams, eh?
Yeah.
The old Adelaide Rams, that didn't work out very well.
No,
did
it didn't. No,
Wasn't-
same as
wasn't
the.
best, wasn't the best idea from a football team.
Who else was in this? The Western
Hunter
Reds.
Mariners, yeah,
Hunter Mariners.
Mariners. The Western Reds, they lasted a bit longer
They
than the
did.
other two.
About as long as he
South
crushes.
Queensland Crushers. I think they played 2 years for 2 wooden spoons.
They did.
Actually,
Was never going to work.
I've got a Crushers jersey.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, they.
It's a very sentimental piece of clothing for me.
Well, we all know when Mario got the
The Falcon.
when he was playing
Yes.
for the Crushers.
Oh, they had some good players. The Crushers.
They did.
Nigel Gaffey.
Yep.
Remember Nigel Gaffey?
Played
Canberra and Roosters.
for the
He
Roosters.
was a good footballer. Well, Slavin on the sideline here. Mississippi burning. He's a big chance here with the right foot. I'm gonna hope that he misses it though. I want Murbar to score next. There, he's got that. Wow, what a kick! Nah, too short.
Very close.
Not enough pepper on his salt.
Yep. But I remember the Crushers, Garrick Morgan. We wasn't here. He was just too big. They reckon he was huge. I thought he was going to be an absolute sensation, but I think he come from the Union, didn't he?
Yeah.
Garrick Morgan, yeah.
Actually, Mark Tukey. Remember Mark Tukey?
Yeah, I
He
do.
was a crusher.
Yeah.
He was a lovely bloke. He came to Parramatta and
That's right.
Tukey. Anyway,
right.
Tickner kicks off to Kelly. Well taken, Kelly. And gives it on to Halliday. Halliday's had a solid performance. You can't fault the front row for this Marist Brothers side.
They've just worked all day. That has taken up one after the other setting.
The other one.
They set the platform.
Tony Garver. And look, Halliday's coming back. Wow. Halliday, Garver, Halliday.
Yeah.
They've been doing it all day, sir.
They set the platform.
Alsop stopping the tackle count.
Yeah.
And he's coming off the bench.
I think Brothers have got a bit of a sniff of victory. I'm not sure. But I'm not writing off the Mustangs.
The thing about the Brothers is they play a very structured style of football.
Yeah.
But Murbar, they had him panicked 25 minutes ago. So there's Kelly with the kick through.
He's a great player. I'm very impressed with that Marist Brothers number 7.
Yeah.
He can kick and run. He's very wiry.
He's also got a step that would make a mess of anybody.
Absolutely.
Good defence again from Marist Brothers. I'll tell you what, if it's a bit early to say this because I still think Murwillumbah can come back and win this. But if they do lose this game, they have had an amazing semi-final series. And it's almost been like 1998, the Canterbury Bulldogs of 1998. They didn't win the grand final, but what they did to get there, or Parramatta in 2009, what they did to get there was spectacular.
Absolutely. Even get back further, the Balmain in 1989, they come from 5th, I think.
No, that was Canberra.
Canberra.
Yeah, no,
That's
you're right. Yeah, Balmain, South's got the minor premiership that year.
That's right.
Bowed out and stayed straight sets.
That's
you
right.
know, South Sydney got the wooden spoon the following year.
I know.
Unbelievable.
How do you work that out?
Yeah.
Well, they lost a few of their players.
They deserve to get kicked out of the comp for 2 years. Anyway, the Bunnies, big game next week. Zeppelin Rowe. I'm a big fan of this bloke off the bench too, the number 9
He's good.
team for the Mustangs.
He's a worker.
Yeah, he is a workhorse. Great work again from Alsop. Is that all? No, that wasn't Alsop. He's Alsop now. Cut out pass. Zeppelin Rowe passes it pretty much to the ground. Brooksy with the ball now. Brooksy back inside for Brockbank. Brockbank just got the forearm in the face. Quinney, the kick across field. Could it be too big? I think so.
The old-fashioned facial.
Yeah. Well, would you like my elbow to straighten up your cheekbone for you?
Yeah. God. The things you could
I might just get a quick
then.
time check on us. Exactly 17 minutes to go. And we have just had a blatant mistake from the Marist Brothers. 17 minutes to go, and they just let Murbar back in it. Only down by 14 points. Murbar score here. They're down by, it looks like Zeppelin Rowe's right arm's hanging off. Wants to come off, but he can't come off while they're packing a scrum.
He just gave him the thumbs up. He's right to rock and roll.
Sweet. It's like a combination of two great bands.
Absolutely.
Led Zeppelin and Rowe is us. Skid Row.
Skid Row, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm a hair metal.
Dwayne's the one that normally talks about the bands.
Oh, I love him. Skid Row, Zeppelin. His parents have got good taste.
Back for Tickner. Good run there by the number 17. That's Blake Skillington. Blake Skillington on for Murbar. He goes all right, the young man. He's Alsop again. Just dead set machine. Kyle Alsop.
Let's see what they got.
Here's Karam. Oh, wow. Didn't he come onto that?
Strong run.
Who was it?
That's the way. Hit the ball 100 miles an hour.
That was an awesome run. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Zeppelin row, I think he might have been a little bit hard, bounced off his chest, and that let Brothers off the hook.
I thought James O'Connor was almost going to score the previous play, but then the old bounce off the chest. He goes Matt Tickle. He's the most recent of the try scorers.
And what a try too.
He's trying to get a penalty here, and he's doing pretty well at it. He didn't get it though. There's the brother of the captain, that's Simon Garver.
It's a good family thing with Marist Brothers. They're a strong unit. You can see why they haven't lost for so long.
38 games this one, mate. I wonder when the last time that happened.
St George in the 60s,
or even the Roosters in 1935 or something.
Oh,
like
probably
that.
all.
Back in when they had the Immortals, that they just named Immortals. One of them was from that Roosters team.
It is what's his name? Yeah, the
Try scorer machine or something.
Yeah, I'll have to consult the Google. God, I can't. But I know that. Well, so we should have been.
The Roosters were good in the mid 30s.
Yeah, so were the.
They're not bad. They're not bad last night either.
No, they weren't. They put the Sharks away.
It'd be pretty fitting to see a Melbourne Storm Roosters grand final.
Yeah.
Just to see how Cooper Cronk goes and
that'd be
who he plays
good.
for. Who's he going to play for that night?
Well, that's right.
Anyway, they've done well here, Ballina, to hold out Marist Brothers, but they're struggling to make their way out of their end zone. I just called them Ballina. Murbar, I meant to say. Sometimes you hear the words after you say them.
That's right. It's such a nice day down here on the coast. It'd be hard to remember where you were. Look at the beautiful breeze, perfect footy conditions, not too hot, nice breeze, and it's a real good day. And it's being streamed on the NRRRL Facebook page on the link. So, folks, wherever you're watching, hope you're enjoying it, and please hit the page, give us a bit of feedback to see how we're all doing.
Good run again there by Allsop. Oh, you might even get a penalty. Yes, he got the penalty. I'm telling you, if you get man of the match from the bench, I'm pretty sure you can. Allsop gets it. If you can get a man of the match from the bench in a losing side, he gets it.
Should.
But they're coming back.
Good.
They're looking pretty good. The
good
Mustangs.
hit. He's a good player, that lock for Brothers. He's strong.
Joel Jensen, yeah.
Oh,
he has been strong this afternoon.
He hits him.
Well, who's your man of the match so far for Marist Brothers?
Oh, both props, or
go past the props,
or the Walker.
Yeah,
he's just the way he moves is.
Yep. You said Walker then. I actually got confused with Andy Walker. It's Kelly.
Kelly,
the number 7.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry, folks.
He made those fundamental errors.
Yeah.
But I'm with you with the two front rows.
Oh yeah. Well, they're working together.
Been outstanding.
They're slowly wearing the Mustangs down.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting kick.
Oh, give us a good bounce. No, well done. Take a bow. I think that was the. I think that might have been try Murray. Here you go. He's played Matt Tickle ever since he's come on.
He's solid.
Yeah.
He's strong. He looks really strong.
I'm not even sure what position he's playing. He's just everywhere. He might be on the wing. Yeah, he's on the wing.
But just getting back to what you're saying about the grand finals, imagine a Souths Roosters grand final, the two only foundation teams left.
That would be pretty good.
Oh, it'd be.
Oh, wow.
Watch your beers, people.
That was lucky. Yeah, South Roosters. That would be a great grand final.
Oh.
Well, what about the boys from Penrith? Do you give them a chance?
Oh, yeah. Well, they put away the Warriors, and they're the dark horse. I think the Sharks and the Panthers are the Smokies.
Yeah.
You know?
I wouldn't write up the Sharks yet.
Yeah.
Although some of their some of their forward, they've got the most experienced forward pack in the history of the game.
Yep.
And I think it shows.
Yep.
They don't have that young forward that,
No.
like the Isaiah Yo
Yeah.
that Penrith have. I'm a big fan of Isaiah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a machine, isn't he? Oh, big number 19 there for Marist Brothers. That's Harry Dawson. There's the number 16 now, Darryl Rose. Marist Brothers just made a couple more replacements. Good run there.
He's a strong boy.
Getting into the final farewell. Don't they?
I think so, Kevy. I think
Marist
Brothers
Brothers.
have got their nose in front and they can sense like it's the Mustangs that have to score twice to sort of come back.
Yeah.
And I think time's going to
Having said
beat
that,
them.
they did do that sort of thing last week, but
Well,
this Marist Brothers team, I think, is a bit
Yep.
better than the Coogin team last week. No offence to the Hornets.
no.
This Marist Brothers team hasn't lost a game for 37 games, so
Wow.
I'm sure the Hornets would understand
Yeah.
they are a good side. Do you think that they stack their reserve grade team and not try and win A grade? Do you think that thought comes to mind when
It
when you
could.
get a reserve grade team that wins 38 in a row? That's the
That's right.
obvious thought. Like they're just happy to win a competition.
Yeah.
They won the girls though. Big day for the Marist Brothers, Lismore.
They're going well, and for the Seagulls, we'll see what happens in the first grade game, but they're
There he is
very
again,
close to
big
the
number
line.
16, Dale Rose.
Might related to George Rose. I miss George. He's a
George
real
Rose,
character.
He's got a few brothers, George.
Yeah. One of
Could
the
be
old,
related. I
one
think
of the
one
last
about 20.
one of the last characters of the game, Georgie.
Yeah, he was a good player.
He was an old school 70s forward like
Yeah.
John Donnelly or something.
Yeah, well, they also had Manly. Also had Cuthbertson,
Yeah.
who was an awesome footballer
Yeah.
that year.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't mind Manly growing up.
no, I was born in Manly.
I mean, this could be
I
a
had no
try, yeah.
choice.
But they've awarded it. I've got no idea who scored that. It's a bit too far away.
Could have been the fullback if I saw number 1 go down there.
That's on. No,
Nah,
I'll tell you one thing for sure. If it is a try, which it is,
it is.
it's going to be hard for Mwillenbar to claw their way back into this.
Yeah, I think they can.
Nathan, they're
Yeah.
doing it, and Slaven will be converting it. I'm going to wait to hear the ground announcers. He's
Oh,
about
no.
50 metres on us.
I can't tell.
He's
I
a bit
can't.
closer to the try by 50 metres.
I don't even know who it is either. But everyone, they all went and jumped on him too quick. I didn't know who it was.
I'm going to find out how long there is.
Yeah, wouldn't be long now.
That was Harry Dawson that scored that try. The number 20.
Okay.
Number 20, Harry Dawson.
Well, he certainly will remember that.
We've got 7 minutes to go after this kick. So what will the score is currently 22 points to 4. So if he gets this, they'll need 4 tries in 7 minutes. Oh, he's missed it. Wow.
He's not having a good day with the boot.
Nah.
The brothers hooker.
Fortunately, they're in front on the scoreboard by 16 points.
Lucky.
So yeah, it's 2 from pretty much right in front. We could have brought the under 11s in to kick that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Slaven. Sorry, mate. Anyway, what's the score? 22 points to 4. So they're 18 points in front. So to level it up to go into extra time, Mwillenbar need to score 3 tries in 6.5 minutes. So basically they need the ball back off this kickoff. A short 10, no, or a mistake now. Wow.
They've made ground already. Brothers?
Yep, I think it's all over. The captain's going down with an ankle injury.
He said, I'm all right, I want to finish the game. Probably just took a bit of a burner or something.
Well, look at that hill over there.
Oh, it's
There
getting
is a lot
packed.
of Tweed Coast Raiders,
Wow.
that's for sure. And Dwayne was right about the family hill. Family
Absolutely.
hill doesn't get much of a crowd,
No.
does it?
No, they got Yobbo's Hill.
Yobbo's
That's
Hill.
what they call it. It's always, that's Ballina's 14th player.
The Yobbo's Hill.
Yep, that's where it always bringing the team home. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Ah, it's on. Here
It's
comes
on
the
again.
ball.
Let's.
Ah, goodness me.
Let's wind back the clock. Western Manly.
Well, this is this. They're just going to drag this out, aren't they? Marist Brothers, they're in front by 18 points. All you got to do is just unsettle them.
Yeah, I think they're just pretty much winding down the clock now. Kevy, I think they've lost their. He's giving both captains a bit of a caution to settle their players down. Don't want anything silly this late in the game.
Yeah, you got to feel for Murbar. They, in fact, both of the games that I've seen, the 18s and this, haven't really been close games. They've been close, but on the scoreboard, it's
Yeah.
just one-sided, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
One try. And considering how good they've been playing the last couple of weeks, full credit to Marist Brothers. Well done.
Yeah.
38 games in a row, 2 premierships. Second premiership for the day. Dylan Smith has made a meal of that one.
That was just a coach kill. The ball must have had red back spiders on it.
It didn't look like anything. Oh, someone's been sent for 10.
Yeah.
Somebody has been sent. Oh, it looks like the captain. No. That's Quinny. Quinn's been sent for 10. For 5'8". He would have just had his 2 cents worth. I think he just got sent for giving the referee a spray.
Probably.
Not that it's the referee's fault when you're down by 18
No.
points. But yeah,
No.
big chance that Quinny looks like it could be his last game today. He's
Yeah.
got a bit of a, maybe he's retiring.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, that's just a guess. Just he looks like he's in his 30s.
Yeah,
Once players get in their 30s, you never know when they're going to pull the pin.
that's right. If all the body stays good, once your knees going, your ankles, couple of knee
I pulled the pin at 26.
same here.
I didn't even want to play that year.
2 knee reconstructions finished me.
Oh.
Said
I had an appointment with the bartender. that was my main attraction for giving it up.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I had a job working on the weekends.
Yeah, it's
The appointment
hard.
with the bartender sounds funnier.
It's good.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
better for laughs.
ab-
You know?
Absolutely, mate.
Looks like we're going to have a scrum. Well, I wonder how long they can drag this scrum out for the Marist Brothers.
Let the referee pack into it. Everybody else has.
I was a bit disappointed with Mwillenbar's second half.
Yeah, they
Or
sort of
second half of the second half, I should say.
they sort of just lost their way a bit. Like they
Yeah,
come out really good.
full credit to Marist Brothers.
Yeah, they
And their
just
front row.
unrelenting.
Their front row has been outstanding today.
Yeah, they're starting to lose their heads a bit. Murbar, someone else has been bin because he
really?
booted the ball. He thought he was
He got
Pele.
binned for booting the ball.
booted the ball into the
That's
crowd.
unnecessary.
Pele.
I don't know if that's a sin bin offence.
And he's firing up the brothers crowd too.
He is firing up the crowd. Great stuff. One thing I will say about this neck of the woods, the Northern Rivers region, is you get hooligans in the crowd and whatnot. But at the end of the day, they're all well behaved.
Absolutely.
I've never seen a crowd brawl, or
Nah.
I've never seen someone throw a can of beer at someone else.
It's just the heat of the
It's all
moment.
fun and games, basically.
Yeah,
All fun and games.
it is. At the end of the day.
There he goes again. Big Darryl Rose. He's been solid, Darryl Rose, off the bench for Marist Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Slavin, the inside ball for Garver for his 15,000th hit up for this afternoon.
He's been a thorn in the in Murwillumbah's side.
Is Kelly. Kelly gives it onto the number 4. I've been waiting for him to score a try all game.
Yeah, I think
That's James Faulkner.
Just
He's been outstanding this afternoon.
absolutely. I think they just ran out of numbers. 2-man overlap with 2 men in the bin, Kevy.
Yeah.
Just spun it wide,
2 men in the
overlap.
bin.
Yeah,
Not only that, they've been the better side this afternoon here. Marist
Absolutely.
Brothers, Lismore.
yep.
They deserve their premiership, as we say. Full credit to Murwillumbah, you know. Murwillumbah's first grade team only got knocked out last week.
Oh no, they've been
So, you know, Murwillumbah didn't have the opportunity to stack their reserve grade side.
no. Well,
Not
they're-
saying that Marist Brothers did that, but there we go. Just
Yep.
been informed that Marist Brothers have had the same reserve grade side for the last 2 or 3 years.
and they probably stuck together.
That's what
They
it is. Then that's what it is.
just
None of them. Yeah.
stuck together.
Why
And
change a winning combination? I suppose.
You're so right, Kev.
He's going to have a goal kick here, old Darryl Rose. Slaven's missed the last 2 from. He's got that. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Oh,
He's missed it. He did the old Mick Cronin, Mal Meninga
yeah, the old. I haven't seen anybody toe poke since
No.
since
Mal
they stopped
Meninga.
having real scrums.
Yeah, it's been a while.
God,
Geez, that hill's getting packed over there with the greens.
I'm trying to think back who started the toe poke. It could have been Johnny Gray. Played for Norths and Manly in the 70s. There was a Pommy, soccer
Yeah,
player.
It's probably a bit before my time.
Ronnie-
Mick Cronin's the first one I saw.
Yeah, Ronnie
Ronnie,
Giddo
yeah.
played. He was around the corner, I think.
Michael O'Connor wasn't a bad goal kicker for the round the corner. Oh, good take.
Good take.
That's Jordan Burns there, the number 5 for. He goes Angus Brockbank. They've smothered him today. He had a really big game 2 or 3 weeks ago. Strong run there by Nick Walker. Not much time to go on the clock now though. Just sort of winding it down. There's Zeppelin Row. And the Murwillumbah just have done a great effort to get to the grand final. No one thought they'd be here. That's out. That's off of Marist Brothers. This will be a Murwillumbah scrum feed, I think.
I think time's just about up. And it's been.
They won't even get this
It's
scrum,
been-
will they?
Yeah, I think that could be it. Don't forget, folks. After this one's the big game, Ballina Seagulls and Tweed Coast Raiders, with your commentators Dwayne Neville and Nathan Cross for calling the big one. We've had a pretty good time, Kevy.
Yeah, we've had a good time.
Yeah, mate.
Actually, before that game, they'll be doing a minute silence.
That's right.
for Nathan Cross's father.
Yeah, that's
Ray-
a really
Ray
nice
Cross.
thing to do.
Yeah. So, and what a credit to Nathan for calling the first.
Absolutely. More,
That
no,
is- yeah, that's beautiful. That's
that's
he's
really good.
Dedicating his commentary performance to his father.
Well, that's what his dad would probably want. So, no, that's a really nice thing to do.
And it's great stuff. And that's just an example of this competition. Whereas it doesn't matter who you play for, everyone sort of gets along with the other team. There's a lot of respect between Ballina and the Tweed Coast Raiders, and I'm sure there's a lot of respect between Marist Brothers and Murwillumbah.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, looks like the Marist Brothers are about to get the chocolates. Murwillumbah, take the 2. 26 points to 4.
Take the 2. Take the 2.
Good old Tickner. He's not going to take the 2. What he will do is give his mate Walker a run. He's lost the ball backwards. Zeppelin Rowe goes in. Brockbank's on it. Brockbank has the ball now. Plays it back for Vickery. Or Tickner, sorry. There's Dylan Smith with the ball now. Tickner gives it on to Kite. Kite, he wants one more. Can they get one more try, the Mustangs? It's not going to be a match winner. The 26-10 would look a lot better on the scoreboard.
Just for some pride to finish off the season on a high, Kev.
Yeah, exactly. There's Brockbank now, brought down. Plays it back for Tickner. They're going to go back down the blind side with Karam. And Karam's brought down there. Got to give a rap to Aaron Campbell, the number 17 for Marist Brothers. He's been sensational off the bench. Here's Smith. Oh, he's put it onto the boot, but that's been cleaned up. And he's in space. Back in the inside to the 7, Kelly. Kelly's going the whole way. He will run the length of the field and score his 3rd try for the game.
Couldn't be any more fitting. Just too fast.
Yeah.
Too quick.
Too far. You just knew when he stepped inside and gave it back to him that he was away.
Yep.
And there's the siren. That'll make the score 30 points to 4 with a kick to come. Final score will probably be, having said that, he has missed a few from right in front.
Well,
32
that's
points
right.
to 4, I would say.
We'll see how we go. I think he's straight in front.
You've got a feel for Mustangs. They played a pretty solid game. It's just that second half.
They've had a
They
good
ran away with
season.
it, didn't it?
Yep.
Second half was poor.
Yeah, they come out strong, and they just seem to have lost their way. And
They'll be back next year, though.
Oh yeah, Brothers just capitalised on it, and just took them to the cleaners. But a great win by Marist Brothers. It's their 38th in a row.
38th in a row.
I think so.
Wow.
Amazing.
There'll be no nude runs in the in Lismore tonight, that's for sure.
No.
They come home with 2 grand finals today and 2 premierships. Well done to the ladies winning the first game.
Absolutely.
Ballina winning under 18s.
Now
And,
so wait,
now-
the big one now.
big one.
The bit.
Tweed Coast Raiders up against Tweed Coast Raiders were minor premiers, but they went down to Ballina twice through the year, only by 2 points on both occasions. So it's anyone's basically.
Yeah,
Got the home
absolutely.
ground advantage, Ballina, but
Yep. Did he
I
miss?
never read too much into the home ground advantage.
No, not in the modern day.
I reckon, yeah, not in the modern game, no.
No, it's not as important. There's the Ram,
What's his name again?
the
Number
team
2.
mascot.
Oh, he's a legend.
He's just Benny the Ram.
Benny
He's
the
just
Ram.
going off.
Oh, he's very passionate, Benny.
We need people like that in this game, and he'll shout himself hoarse.
Have a look at Benny the Ram's shoes. He's got steel caps on. He's spray painted one of them yellow, the other one blue. What a legend.
Welcome on any job site.
There's a lot of creativity going on this afternoon.
Absolutely. So now we just await
Oh,
the
coming up to the presentation, eh? Good work. Won't be long before we hand you over to our commentators for the main game today, Dwayne Neville and Nathan Cross. The Byron Bay boys.
They are.
The Byron Bay boys to commentate the main game.
The Red Devils will be commentating.
I couldn't do it. If I was calling it, I'd be just giving raps to Tweed Coast Raiders.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I'd be giving,
I'm a bit biased, mate.
against Ballina
Yeah,
all day, so
I'm
yeah.
a bit biased. But no, that was a great game, great win by Marist Brothers. They've certainly come home with the chocolates, as you said, in the ladies tag and reserve grade. So
I'll be partying in Lismore tonight.
they certainly will be. He's Broncos.
Yeah, I guess that just about wraps it up. Might take a little break and they'll do the presentation here. There's a bit more of a break in between A grade and reserve grade, just in case we had extra time in any of the earlier games, and also for the presentations. So have a bit of patience, and before you know it, you'll be hearing the soothing voice of Dwayne Neville, and Nathan Cross will be joining him.
Absolutely.
But well done to Marist Brothers, Lismore. And unfortunately, Murwillumbah couldn't get it done, but they did a great work to get here. Would you like to say any final words for this afternoon?
I think it's been a really good game. As I said, Murwillumbah came out strong in the second half, but they just fell away pretty quick. And Brothers, those two props, just all day, just kept coming at them, and they slowly wore them down. It's initial early the fireworks you don't see very often. Well, in this sort of, and I thought it didn't last long. I thought I was back in the 1980s again. But no, well done, brothers. Fully wins much deserved, I think. Kevy?
Yeah, good work, Marist Brothers. Fortio Ito. I'm not sure if that's the motto for all the Marist Brothers or just the Parramatta Marist Brothers.
Parramatta
if it is
Marist.
just Parramatta, then it's completely inappropriate. So it's Lismore Marist Brothers is just one.
I think it's all the same, but no, it's they can be very proud of their season, and that winning record continues.
I'll pass you on to Dwayne Neville. Thank you for having me. Thanks, Sav. Brett.
Pleasure, Kev.
Pleasure.
Dwayne Neville back here with you from Kingsford Smith Park in Ballina. It is NRRRL Grand Final day. As you just saw there, the Marist Brothers have picked up 2 consecutive titles, thus making them the minor and major premiers for 2018. And shortly we will have the presentation of reserve grade.
few number changes, sort of like last week, the Fury centre. Intro.